Alright, if you guys watched the videos from the last 2 days, you were going to be like, Miss Farmer, this is basically the same thing, and it really is. We're translating word problems, parts of a word problem, into equations. That's all this is. This video is actually the same one we watched yesterday, but just in case you missed that video for some reason, you were a little too busy to watch it yesterday, I'm going to play it again so that you can see it. We're translating the questions and the words problems into equations that we can compute for our math equations, okay? So we're going to watch this 4-minute video, and then you're going to go back to Seesaw, complete your activity, come back to Accelerate, complete the quiz, and then you're done for the day. Super easy math lesson, guys. Just make sure you're paying attention, right? If you have to listen to the numbers it's saying, figure out what your known is, what your unknown is, and then what you need to do to get that unknown solved. All right? Let's watch it.
And today I'll be helping you out with problems involving equations with variables. Okay, so let's first review the definition of an equation. An equation is a number sentence showing that two amounts are equal. So what we're going to be doing here are writing equations from some words that are given to us. So for example, an example of an equation would be like a 3 plus y equals 5. Okay, because we have this amount on this side, and this amount on this side would both be considered equal, the 3 plus y and the 5. So let's take a look at this example here and see if we can write an equation. It says 3 boxes of crayons with an equal number in each box is a total of 15 crayons. Now let me give you a little hint here. If you have is going to mean equals. So that's where you're going to put your equal sign. So 3 boxes of crayons, so we have 3 boxes with an equal number in each box. So we don't know how much that is, but we know we're multiplying 3 times, and the reason why we're multiplying is because we have 3 boxes times the number of crayons in each box will give us the total of 15. So 3 times, let's call it C, is, so that's where we put our equal sign, a total of 15 crayons. So all we're really doing with these is translating the words into numbers. Okay, and again, remember your is going to mean equals. Finally, with these, we're going to be choosing variables, and remember, a variable is a letter or symbol representing an unknown number. So in this case, we chose C as our variable because we're talking about crayons, and our variable represents our unknown number, the equal number that are in each box. Okay, good, so let's take a look at another example here. It says, create an equation for the situation below. Choose a variable and tell what it represents. All right, so our problem here says we have 4 cans of tennis balls with 3 balls in each can is the total number of tennis balls. So which one of these equations best represents the situation? Is it A, 4 plus 3 equals B, B, 4 times 3 equals B, C, 4 minus 3 equals B, or D, 4 times B equals 3? Excellent job. You should have said B, 4 times 3 equals B, because it says we have 4 cans of tennis balls, so we know we're going to be using 4 with 3 balls in each can. So 4 cans times 3 in each can is the total number of tennis balls, which we call B. So again, in this case, the variable was kind of chosen for us because we had to choose from one of these equations, but our variable we were given, I guess, would be B, and it represents the total number of tennis balls altogether. Okay, good, so let's take a look at one more example here. It says, create an equation for the situation below. Choose a variable and tell what it represents. Okay, so again, we have a situation where it says, a number of books divided equally among 7 shelves is 8 books on each shelf. Go ahead and create an equation for that, and click continue when you're ready to check your answer. Excellent job. So a number of books is what we're looking for. So let's call that B. Divided equally among 7 shelves. So divided by 7 is, that means our equal sign, 8 books on each shelf. So B is our variable, and it represents the number of books started with. So number of books started with, I guess I would say. Okay, good. Great job with equations with variables. Remember, you're going to translate your words into numbers and use a variable to represent your unknown number.
So like I said, you guys already watched this video, you saw it yesterday. Same thing, it's not really hard, but trying to figure out your unknown is normally the hardest part, which is why yesterday during your seesaw activity, there was a lot of practice and didn't even have you solving things, just had you stating this is your known, this is your unknown. You know this, you don't know this, this is what you're trying to find. Now, you have your known, your unknown, and then you actually have to solve for your unknown and figure out what your unknown should be, okay? But you guys can do this, it's not a problem. I'm sending you right back to Seesaw. There's an activity that you're gonna be doing. All right, it has this work on it. There are going to be 10 questions, I believe. Let's do this first one together before I send you back. Harry is 14 years old and Larry is 7. How many times older is Harry than Larry? Well, if we know that Harry is 14, that's like the big number. That's kind of the answer number, all right? So Harry is 14. He is 14, which means he equals 14. And Larry is 7. How many times older is Harry than Larry? So we got 7 times question mark. Ooh, remember, we don't want to use the X. Silly, Miss Farmer. We're using the dot now, right? Times. We could put a question mark here. We could put, I'm going to put, I'm going to put a T here for times older, all right? 7 times something is going to give us 14 to find out how many times older Harry is than Larry. So 7 times 14, 7x, they're using an x instead of a t. So I guess I could use that. Their variable is x. 7 times x equals 14. Is x half? 7 times 1 half. Nope. 7 times 2 is x 2. Is it 14 times 2 equals 7? Because you put in the number that they're giving you into where your variable is. Or is it 14 times 98? Oh, I hope not. Okay. No. So let's see. What is 7 times what equals 14? Well, one group of 7 is 7. 2 groups of 7 equals 14. Oh, what? 2. So 7 times 2 equals 14 when x equals 2. Alright? You're going to do the rest of these on your seesaw. Make sure you show me any work that you possibly do. And then remember to go to Accelerate, take your quiz, possibly screenshot your quiz and submit it to me that way. Okay? Thank you guys. See you later.